I'm Rich Noonan, and this is another incredible home from Apex Constructors, a Chester County, Pennsylvania builder who builds beautiful homes with cutting-edge new technology and old-world values. Brian Jarratt owns Apex Constructors and owns a reputation as one of the best builders anywhere. Brian's homes are very special. He's a stickler for quality. Let's take a little tour with Brian inside this outstanding home he built on a beautiful 5-acre lot near Valley Forge. Well, Brian, tell me about this kitchen.
Well,
It's beautiful.
it's got some nice granite countertops.
Yeah.
It's got I guess a lot of the things are features that, little things that kind of add up that you don't really notice till you're already in the house.
Here's one right here.
Like that, for instance. It's a pot filler. It's hooked directly up to the hot water. So you get almost instant hot water, and you fill your big pots up, your pastas, your lobsters, whatever.
I don't see any outlets in here.
Well, that's a good observation. We don't like the outlets in the stone backsplash here, so we put them all up underneath the cabinet where you can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're underneath. Every one of them gets an outlet or two. Another nice feature is something like these cabinet drawers. You open them up, and not only are they self-closing, but they also, you can't slam them shut, and they will never get your fingers. Kids don't get caught, and another thing, little things like that. Another nice thing that we do that you really wouldn't see too often is we have our vented hood is here. It's not really a hood, it's a vent, and we put the motor on the outside of the house. That way, when it turns on, you can still talk and sit here and have a conversation while everybody's cooking. It's very quiet. The fact that it's on right now and you can barely hear it, that's because the fan is actually sucking air and it's on the outside of the house.
This Apex home is full of custom touches, from the incredible lighting to the perfect designer layout of the kitchen. There's a hidden dishwasher, of course, high-end appliances. Apex Constructors simply builds a house the right way. Look at the beautiful stone fireplace in the family room, for example. Every stone taken off the lot. The old barn beam is used perfectly for a mantel. This carved beadboard is really something special. Apex craftsmen actually shaved it down so it was thin enough to hold the curve. All the corners are curved in this home, another touch most builders would never dream of. Take a look at the stunning archways all through the home, highlighted by beautiful trim and millwork. Brian has been in the building business all of his life. He and his Apex team have built custom homes for many discriminating buyers who appreciate the wise use of space. Apex built this handcrafted window seat at the top of the landing on the stairs. Upstairs, when the owners are not admiring the deer frolicking in the front yard, they will love the master suite, highlighted by the custom tray ceiling that will keep you looking up no matter what's happening outside. The master closets, again, are showstoppers. There are 2 of these, his and hers. Apex put in a great his and her bath as well. This is a his and her bathroom. You've got a full vanity and toilet here, and the same thing on the other side of this big walk-in shower.
This is kind of nice. Yeah, you have a full walk-in, walk-through shower, and you can get to either side, obviously, either person.
This master bath is appointed with a gorgeous chandelier above the natural stone tile tub, a great place to enjoy a very private, luxurious suite. The master's on one side of the grand staircase. On the other side of the steps, there's a grand hallway that leads to 3 more large bedrooms, which are also very well appointed to give everyone their space. There's even a large second-floor laundry room that Mom and Dad will love. This spec house is a great example of what Apex Constructors is all about. Whomever is lucky enough to buy it will have not gone through the building process. They'll simply turn the key and have a fantastic home that will last them a lifetime. But one of the tests of a good builder is what it's like to actually build something with them.
He said no, he wasn't going to put any wood trim. It was just going to be the light colored stucco right up to the window.
Right. Sally McDonald is right in the middle of a major home construction project with Apex on more than 14 acres in Chester County. She says Brian Jarratt and his team are great to work with. Sally and her husband actually started this project with another builder, but before the foundation was even poured, they knew they were in for trouble and needed to make a change. A friend told them about Apex, and Sally has been thrilled ever since.
Anybody that I know that's going to build, I will highly recommend Brian. In fact, I already have. We've had friends come out here, everybody wants to see, oh, how's it going, how's it going? And they're just totally impressed with everything that's been done so far. And at the speed, we thought we'd, a year, who knows, a year and a half, and it's just gone very well. We're very lucky, I think, to have Apex, and Brian's a great guy. I highly recommend him.
Sally is a great example of an Apex customer. She was happy when the project started, and she's happy now. We first met Brian over 3 years ago when we featured this old house on Route 401 in East Whiteland Township on a television program. Everyone in town was wondering who was tackling the job of rebuilding a house that was over 180 years old and putting on a modern addition that had to fit the exact standards of a watchful historical society. Jody Camp bought the home and immediately hired Apex Constructors. Here's a snippet of the story we did back in 2003 on This Old House and Apex.
The cedar roof is made of hand-split half-inch thick shingles. The roof on the front porch is made of copper that is dipped in lead. It will certainly age nicely and last about 100 years. Jody knew that he had the right builder when he started looking for the materials needed to build this home.
Actually, Brian, the builder knows everybody in the trades, so he knew the exact person for the roof, so he said it's not going to be a problem to get that old look.
The old section has a spiral staircase and 3 floors. Jody and his wife will put a guest room on the 2nd floor. The peaked roof 3rd floor could be a great den for those guests. The old wall attached to the new section will remain open. Talk about character. The 1st floor in the new section is a large great room with an open gourmet kitchen on one end and a great fireplace on the other. The bedrooms are upstairs. Jody plans to add a 1st floor master suite later.
That was back in '03. This is the old house today. All the modern conveniences in the beautifully appointed new section. Jody, his wife, their little one, and the family dog love the place. A look inside the custom kitchen open to a great room, and you can see some of those Apex Constructors touches. See that barn door cut out of that beautiful beadboard? Well, there's a big TV hidden behind that door. The door on the other side will open to a master suite someday. Apex used old barn planks for the flooring. The new section is spacious yet cozy enough to keep the feel of an old house, even though it's brand new. Remember the old section outside wall from the upstairs? Well, you can see Brian and Jody kept that old wall, and right across the hall, a gorgeous built-in aquarium. This is a very special mix of old and new.
Isn't it beautiful? Yep.
Keisha Lee and her husband also found that builder. They looked for homes for a long time before they decided to build this stunning 5,500 square foot home near Malvern. They hired Brian and the Apex team because they wanted craftsmen and many custom details.
I'm sure you never deviated from the original plan. You never changed a thing, right?
All the time we changed everything. Absolutely everything.
Most builders hate that, homeowners who change things in midstream. But in this case, the builder and the buyer are still good friends.
No, I still have it.
I know that if a customer wants to change something and we make it easy, they're going to get something that they like at the end of the day. And they're not going to sit around a year or two later and think, geez, I wish I was allowed to make that change, or I wish I just did it when I was thinking about it and I never brought it up. I try to make it as easy as I can.
Brian says one of the keys to keeping home buyers happy is facing issues head-on. There were many upgrades in this house that required special attention, from the mahogany porch supports to the custom-designed tumbled marble in the master bath. Keeping customers happy means responding quickly to their questions. Brian says building a quality custom home should take 6 months to a year. He is known as a perfectionist, whether he's building an historic project or a brand new custom home like this.
For the family always is. I think that my knowledge of being in the trade, actually wearing the tool belt for years and years, lets me see things that most just managers could not. And that's what I do. I go in and myself and walk around and make my notes and make my punch lists and deal with them daily.
Here they really cared about their work. You could put your hand up to any outlet in this house and you're not going to feel air coming through it. Every joint is met the way it's supposed to be, and if it was finished and somehow it didn't work out, it failed, the joint failed, Brian had his guys back in here doing the whole thing over again until it looked right.
Would you recommend Apex to others?
Absolutely. Anybody who asks about the house or compliments me on the house, I tell them it's Brian, Jarratt, and Apex Builders.
People that know quality know what to look for, and there's always going to be a client that wants quality, and that's what we try to give them. We give them a good home, it's built strong, it holds up, you won't have issues, maintenance issues right off the bat. I mean, there's always maintenance with the house, but ours go a long time before you need to do anything to them.
And that's the bottom line with Brian Jarratt and Apex Constructors. A great house at a fair price that will work and last a lot longer than most. I'm Rich Noonan. Thanks so much for your time and enjoy your new home.